What's up, Tommy boy? Yeah, John, I made sure I listed one today, and I got a little bit of a stack. I'm just gonna list one every day, just so eBay keeps me in the algorithm and I can keep selling things consistently, hopefully. All right, I got so I got so much prepping I have to do. I need to hire somebody just to prep my books for me. A penny per item. Yeah, I mean, you have the inventory. There's no shot I'm ever going to have a draft bank or anything set up unless yo, Brian, I appreciate it. Thanks for joining the channel. Hopefully, you'll be able to hop on the Zoom call tomorrow. We have all the previous Zoom calls available as well. Um, so yeah, tomorrow we'll be talking about summer slowdown and some other things I got going on. But yeah, John, I can't have a draft bank unless I keep getting all these bulk deals. I just list one a day, and that's really the extent of what I can do. How's everybody's sales been? My sales have been decent. Everything over $100 for the last 7 days, so that's not bad. I'm up over previous 7 days, and I'm up over last year, so I can't complain about that. Haven't sold anything on eBay in a week. I've listed, I think, 3 things in the past week on eBay, which is high for me because I usually don't. But if you can see that stack of books in the background, that's all eBay stuff. That's stuff that doesn't have ISBN. So the 600 pounds of books I went through today, basically Debs scans them for Amazon, and then the ones that don't have ISBNs, I go through and look them up on eBay. So it's basically team attack, and I actually found some good ones for eBay, surprisingly. So we went through all of them today. I try to get them done the same day because I just operate out of the car. I'm not bringing them all upstairs. And I went and did a drop off at Second and Charles. I got $16 in credit. I got to do another drop off on Monday with the rest of them. And what you see when I posted in the members on YouTube, that's all the duds that were just not worth anything or just junk. Lots of junk, but I only paid $45 for the 600 pounds, and those bags back there are actually all Amazon finds. So I'm probably going to make like $1,000 off the deal, which is crazy. So it was definitely worth spending the 2 hours of going through everything. And thankfully, like I said, Deb helped me, so it wasn't that bad. I hate when they put these fake barcodes over the actual barcodes. and then when you scan it, it's not even the same thing. Like, why must we do this kind of stuff? I'm exhausted. Yeah, me too. Sales have been okay-ish, a little uptick on eBay, but that's only because I increased my listing goal. Amazon about the same, a couple of sales this week, working on sorting stuff for FBM. Yeah. Yeah, let me know. I mean, I talk to you every week, so I'll bug you about it. I'll be curious to see how your eBay versus FBM does. I think you'll probably get the same, and honestly, like I said, some of that older stuff is just going to do better on eBay. Yeah, they have to put stickers on everything instead of just leaving the normal barcode. $16.15. I'm gonna list this at Carlos Mencia. I remember hearing about him growing up. I don't know what he's been up to. Hey man, I got a question. What do you do with books that have a different cover than the listing picture on Amazon? That's a great question. So, I've listed I'd probably say close to 50 or 100 of those types of books. Um, I just put in my condition note, the same condition note I use for every book. I just put in front of it, same book, different edition. So you're only worried about like different covers and things if it's textbook related, because different textbooks, different editions like that, you can run into trouble because some of those are completely different and the prices are completely different. But I've sold plenty of books, your run of the mill stuff. Like if this had a different cover on it, I would just say, hey, like it's same book, different edition, and you'll be fine. I won't worry about it too much. Just get it sent in and it'll sell. Working on getting my foot in the door with the guy who has 50,000 retired bookstore guy. Books haven't been seen in 20 years. Dude, if you if you come into that, man, you're gonna make a killing. I hope everything's well. I haven't seen you post anything lately, so it's good to hear from you. But yeah, you get into something like that, and you already know how eBay works. You're big time into eBay. You're gonna make a whole lot of money. The, the Goodwill yesterday with the stickers on a lot of the barcodes. Yeah, so somebody donated their books to the Goodwill, and they put like 30 up labels over the barcodes, like the person that donated them. So it wasn't even the Goodwill sticker, it was the person that donated them covered up the barcodes. And I peeled like 10 of them off, and none of them were worth anything, of course. Greedy Will. Hey, I think we spent right around $150 yesterday we went to two Goodwills. We didn't record it because we've been busy with things going on, so I haven't been able to record as much. I mean, I'm still always going to put out the 3 videos every week, but me and Deb went to two Goodwills and spent $150, but we did really well from both of them. And there was another funny story. All right, story time already. We're not even that far into it. So, yo, Joe, I appreciate the $20, you lunatic. I appreciate it, man. So there's another scanner, right? Another, I mean, it's hard to tell. Like, you kind of can tell if somebody's scanning for eBay because they usually have their phone, but this lady had her Bluetooth scanner. So she was only scanning the top shelves. I know you guys like hate it when people like, when there's another scanner. Well, this lady was only scanning the top shelves. So Deb Deb kind of wiggles her way. You know, Deb gives everybody their space, so she's not like cutting in on the section. So she goes after where the lady scanned, and Deb's like, I'm gonna scan the bottom shelves, and Deb starts finding all these greens, and the lady's looking at her, and all of a sudden the lady starts trying to scan the bottom shelves where she's at. It was hilarious, but it just goes to show, like, scan the bottom shelves, because people are lazy and they don't want to put in the time, they don't want to put in the work. And she wasn't even scanning every book, because I was kind of being nosy from afar, and she was just kind of picking things off the shelf. We all know that don't work. You got to scan every book. I mean, that's the only way you're going to find the profitable books. Joe, man, cool. Appreciate the reply. Just getting into selling books. If you ever need anything, reach out. I got my email. I respond to every comment on YouTube, and I do these lives every month as well. And we do weekly YouTube Zoom member calls. So if you need anything, reach out. Yeah, I've been busy. Amazon has been good too. Good. I'm glad. I mean, you always, whenever you do a video, you're always selling something decent on Amazon, and you really haven't even ramped it up that much. So I'm glad it's been working out for you, and you decided to do it. Yeah, Deb was like, the hell with the labels. I'm just gonna stick with it. Restricted. You tried it, restricted inventory, and it sucked. It just keeps searching. So I sent my shipment in from the video, so I'm still waiting for that stuff to get checked in at Amazon. So I'll keep everybody posted on how it goes. I mean, there's really not much out there you can do with it unless you do buyback companies, but some buyback companies, they don't give you crap for your stuff. Yeah, find books in low places. That's I'm telling you, people are lazy. If you're not scanning the bottom shelf, do it next time, and whatever profit you find, you got to give me 20% for the tip, even though it's not really a tip. And it's funny because Deb usually never scans the bottom of shelves, but when she has a feeling about something, she's usually right.
Oh, there's no fan in here?
No. The microphone's too loud. You can sit down. You can stay in there if you want.
Maybe I'll hang out for a little bit.
I was a cart length away from her. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Mike, for all the information. Hey, no problem, Maria. You know, if you ever need anything, I'm here. I'm here to answer every question or problem you have.
My chair isn't making it over there. I didn't know my son was in his box.
Is he?
Yeah.
All right, so the next one I'm going to list here, we have Carriage Under Fire, starring Denzel Washington and Meg Ryan, Blu-ray disc.
Are these the ones from Second & Chuckles?
Yes. These are ones I got from Second & Charles clearance for $1 a piece. This one's new sealed. And we will be listing this at, there's no FBA used, so the lowest merchant fulfilled is $12.65. So since we're going to be the only FBA, we're going to shoot at $19.99 because, hey, people love Prime and we love making more money. $19.99, condition new. All right, we're making progress. I got 2 listed so far this stream. That's more than I have in all my previous ones.
Amazing.
I have repriced it for, I think, 2,000 books. What happened if your inventory goes above 2,000? They have different tiers about. Let me see what they are right now. Because I'm probably in the same. Now, do you mean like active, or are you just talking about total in your inventory, like inactive, actives? Let me see here. Mike is the man. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Curious question. What do you think the Amazon backlash from customers be able to just white stickered over stupid stickers? It's funny you say that. So there's actually people do that. So what they do is, if the Goodwill sticker's on there, John, they buy like a roll of thank you stickers, and then you can just put the thank you sticker over the price sticker. But just be wary of making sure that the stickers you have are going to stay on there, because you don't want them to peel off your thank you sticker and then see you paid 99 cents from the Goodwill or something. But yeah, people do that. I mean, you 100% can do that. And at scale, I mean, you probably got to if it's just you doing it yourself. I should say Team Mike and Deb are the team. Yeah, she's it's slow season for her, so she's been helping me out a little bit more, so we've been able to get through a lot more and find a lot more. I'm almost at 2,000 active and inactivity. What level is your reprice it, like your subscription level? Because there's different ones. So basic plus goes to 2,000, and that's $16.95 a month. That's the one I currently use. And then merchant is the next one up. That's 2,000 items to 5,000 items, and that's $25 a month. Just make sure you're writing it off. It's a write-off. Don't waste no time. You know, that's not money out of your pocket. That's less taxes you're going to pay. So don't look at that as a negative. Only thing to keep in mind and reprice it only counts. Yes. Yep. That's correct. They only count your active stuff. So
I have to clean that DVD. It's sticky.
Yeah, there's a few of them because they have like
I brought you a thing to try.
Yeah, so as long as once you go above 2,000, you're gonna have to upgrade. I'm almost there as well. I might be there after this week. So you're gonna have to upgrade to the next one, and it's pretty easy to upgrade. All you gotta do is just go in and do it. You just started repricing. You gotta let me know how that goes. I got a whole video on it. If you run into any headaches with your stuff, I can you can watch. I have the same exact settings to this day. I did recently go in and I dropped my floor price a little bit so I can move, so I could sell some inventory. But yeah, I picked up like 7 or 8 DVDs for $1 at Second and Charles.
I thought that was Ensign.
I did get like an O-Town one. Next up we have, I don't even know what that says. Buenos?
I think so.
Buenos.
Sticky.
It's like a ATV / ATV. This is kind of stuff you want to look for, like DVDs, like weird stuff like this, stuff you've never seen before. That's kind of how I go off it. If it's used, I look for something that is that I've never seen before. So there's one person selling used at $33.74. So we're going to be at $33.73 used.
Okay, I'm going to lay in bed.
All right.
I worked too hard for this company today. I deserve a break.
Condition, use good. So what I'm hearing is I should eBay my heat gun and use the funds to buy. Hey, I've thought about it. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't sit down and. All right, so here's how it works. All right, Deb's the professional, so I'm just like, I'm trying to take the easiest way. So I'm like, thank you stickers. Like, this makes sense. I heard it from another YouTuber, Side Hustle Experiment. He used to do bulk books. So he's like, hey, just slap thank you stickers over them. So bulk books, you know, he's going through thousands of books every week. And I brought it up to Deb, and she's like, Deb was like, nah, I don't think you should do that. I think you should keep peeling them. So I keep peeling them. So when I fire her, then I'll just put a sticker on it. Trying to buy Gaylords from Goodwill. We don't call back from regional manager. It's funny you say that, DJ. I went into a Goodwill yesterday with Deb, and they had a whole basically a Gaylord of mixed media by the book section, not for sale. You couldn't buy it. It just, they wouldn't even entertain it. And I'm glad I didn't, because I scanned like 2 feet down and it was all duds. Like, I didn't get one accept out of it. Set my floor price at $8.95. Was getting some. Yeah, I didn't drop it that low, but I dropped it to, I think I dropped it to like $9.99, and I've been selling a lot, and I'm surprised. Like, a lot of my stuff really didn't drop that much in price. Only a few items dropped to $9.99, which I'm fine with. I thought it was going to be like 500 books, and it only wound up being like 175 items that were already under my floor. Huevos means eggs in Spanish. Well, I don't know. Hey, they're riding ATVs in Pennsylvania. All right, John. So here's why I don't think they sold me it, which makes no sense because they would have got more money for it. That Goodwill that I was at that I took that picture has a Goodwill store on one side and then it has the outlet bins on the other. So I'm guessing they were just going to wheel it over to the bins, but the bins, like, you're only going to get a quarter and 50 cents a piece. And I don't know. I would I walked in, I said, "Oh, we're leaving here with the Gaylord of books. I'm filling up the car." They were like, "Nope, not happening." I'm like, "Whatever. I'll just go to the bins and get all the ones that are worth it." Here you go. O-Town the Band, live from New York. I remember, I forget what song made these guys famous, but this was like during the Backstreet Boys NSYNC time. 1364 is the lowest FBA, so we are pricing at 1363. Yeah, we did find some decent ones at the bins. Some bins like have no competition. You can easily just like walk in there and literally just have bins of books to yourself. But that one really never has books. Yeah, open up like we were talking, man. Like we were talking last week on the call. Like, there is a place for a thrift store that is actually going to act as a thrift store. So if you can get inventory, um, like for cheap, you can definitely have a brick and mortar and still make money. You just have to be able to get the inventory for cheap and keep your costs down. I mean, if I was to ever do something like that, I'd keep it smaller on scale and maybe have a few people, not a huge team, and just operate out of the back. Like maybe scan myself and then have them take care of like the day to day stuff. O Town was big in Orlando when I lived there. 2000. It's crazy to think 2002. Like, we used to hear this band on the radio. Let's see if I even know any of these songs. I don't know a single song. It's pretty sad. I figured I would know at least one of their songs. All right, next up we got the complete second season, Once Upon a Time, new sealed Blu-ray. I'm currently sitting at 1,795 active items in Amazon. All right, so there is no new FBA sellers on this. The lowest merchant fulfilled FBA is 1987. So I'm thinking we're going to go $27.99 since we're going to be the only FBA. Gives us that nice little FBA bump and should be decent profits. And if you guys are the only FBA offers, price it higher than you would think. Like, don't sell yourself short. You're going to be able to get a lot more than, like, those are the best situations to be in because basically you can name your price. And most likely you're going to get the buy box unless you're way out of line compared to the merchant fulfilled. I like Andrew's model. Yes, I agree 100%. It's tough when you get to a certain point. You have so many different things pulling you this way, that way, and you have to, when you have that kind of inventory coming in and you're paying for it in bulk, you have to basically chase the dollars and chase the pennies because you already paid for the inventory. His model makes sense, but you definitely need to like have a duplicate of yourself in order for it to work. Like as one person doing Amazon, eBay, a brick and mortar, like you're gonna, it's like you gotta just like it's too much. It's too much to focus on, especially when it comes to certain things where you're not getting a lot of value back out of it. Like loose CD lots. Like I understand that like you're gonna get some money out of it, but just taking the time to take the photos and deal with the headaches of it, it's really not worth your time. Like how much is your time worth to you? You could be focused on something else that might make you a little bit more money in your business. A small bookstore would be awesome buying used books. All right, DJ. So here was the plan me and John were talking about on the call last week. So what if we go into a local thrift store, like around me, they have half off days where they sell the softbacks for 50 cents and the hardbacks for $1. And we just go in and we buy every single book at the half off price. So 50 cents and $1. And then on the back end, we have our own store where we're selling books at, we'll say, $2 and $4. And there's your business right there. Should you eat your second cupcake of the day? Go for it. Gonna have to change your name to Used Book and DVD Guy. I've thought long and hard about it. At the end of the day, this box is still 90% books, so I just have to deal with the hecklers that say, you sell DVDs and CDs. You're not just a used book guy." John approves, so there you go. You're in. Here goes one that kind of surprised me, and I'm not sure if it's going to go for what I found it for, like what I scanned it at. We have Scholastic. Kids DVDs are always going to do better. If you're going to scan all the DVDs, scan all the kids ones. Just make sure it's not like Nickelodeon. You'll be gated in that. The Wiggles do good. Barney does good, and apparently this little rat on a motorcycle does. The Mouse and the Motorcycle. It's used 69K rank, which is pretty good for DVDs. The lowest used offer is $44 on this, and that's merchant fulfilled. There's no FBA offers for this stupid Mouse and the Motorcycle. It's literally just 2 stories. Like, that's it. So, if it'll go for that much, who knows? But I'm comfortable here. If merchant fulfill is basically $44 for this thing, I'm gonna list it at $39.99 FBA. That'll definitely get me the buy box, and hopefully it'll sell pretty quick. So, I mean, just stupid stuff like that. Pretty sure I paid basically nothing for this. I got this from like a mom and pop for like 30 cents. The Mouse and the Motorcycle. Look, hey, I'll sell you this for $24.99 right now. What percent of CDs and DVDs are you claiming that you are buying? 40, 60? Oh my God. We need to listen. Me and you are going to have a talk tomorrow. 40, 60. I'm probably at 5.95. 5% I'm cleaning. 95% I'm cutting loose. I feel like you're definitely overdoing it. I feel like you're definitely overdoing it. Listen, I had completely destroyed video games growing up that still played perfectly fine. So, I mean, yeah, if it's kind of scratched, I'll do it. But I mean, most of the time, I'm just cutting it loose, John. Next up, we have. So when I seen this on the, all right, well, yeah, you read the book, but do you see this exclusive, one of a kind movie, The Mouse and the Motorcycle, and there's a bonus story. All right, did you ever see Wee Gillis? Like, come on, you're missing out. So when I seen this on the clearance rack, I kind of knew like, hey, this has got to be worth something, right? So Doctor Strange, the movie just came out, the superhero movie. I'm not big into superheroes, but I know what comes out. So this is like an animated series. So this is paid $1 for this as well. I'm not even sure. Doctor Strange, 34K rank. Used offer, lowest FBA is 1648, so we will be at 1647. Pretty sure my fingerprints. Joe says, got an email from Amazon saying you can now choose a prep category in bulk in the new workflow. I haven't tried it yet. Listen, that new workflow, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know who it works, like who benefits from the new workflow, you know? Like it's just a pain in the butt to deal with all around. There's no other way to say it. Like that new workflow sucks. It needs to be completely done away with or completely revamped. You don't know Ralph? That's the name of the mouse. No, I don't know Ralph. All I know is Ralph's going to be motorcycling me some money into my pockets. Another ones to kind of look out for that I always scan if I see them out in the wild is like UFC or wrestling stuff. So we got The Ultimate Fighter 2. I mean, this is from forever ago. Because I know the guy that runs the UFC. I forget what his name is, but Dana White. He looks so young in this. So this kind of stuff, always scan. Let's see what this one's going for. Got to scan the cover of this one because they got the security sticker over the back. No used FBA. The lowest is 22, but there's new merchant fulfilled for 19, so I'll put this at $16.99. Just getting into used book selling FBA with Mike helps. Yeah. Have a new vid in the chamber. All right, man. I'll be on the lookout for your video. I appreciate you hanging out and stopping by, and keep me posted on that exclusive deal you might walk into. I just better hurry up and sell mine before Mikey. I'm just going to drop the price to like the floor so your price or say you lose money. The new workflow doesn't even work when I try to use it. Good. Listen, they're doing you a solid. Like they're like, hey, we're not even going to hassle this man. We're just gonna send him on his way. Like we're not going to torture him with this new workflow. Trying to figure out why Amazon has not bought out some third-party software company that do much. I know. I agree and understand 100%. Like we could have this done so much easier. Like, and they don't care. Honestly, that's all it boils down to. None of these platforms care about me, you, anybody else. They just want to get their fees and call it a day. Only saving grace is, Amazon is a huge platform. Honestly, I think it would be really hard to do what we do if we just sold on eBay, or even if we did a mixture of eBay, Mercari, Depop, Etsy. It would be, I don't think we could be or make nowhere near as much money as we do. So thankfully, at least Amazon, they have the infrastructure where the shipping is basically intact. People get stuff when they're supposed to get it. You're not shipping it through USPS and it's taken 2 weeks to get there when it should have took a week. But yeah, it's Amazon. They don't care. The new workflow is to screw you flow. Yeah, John, I should have just left you out there with the new one. I should have let it soak in for like a few months, just to see if you really had the guts to make it through. Yeah, Deb was talking about this today. An eBay version of Scout IQ with current listings and sold. That would be like a game changer for people that wanted to just sell, like, or even be more invested in eBay. if you could literally just, scan it and it'll pull up automatically. It forced me to go to Cellarless so I can use my labels. Hey, I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with using some of those programs. It's one of those things, it's like I got my little finger scanner. It's whatever works best for you, there's no clear-cut way, there's no definitive way for anybody's business. Just because I do something doesn't mean it's the best way. I'm just good at listing on my phone, so I don't need, the listing software. You're probably super good at listing on a seller list, so you don't need to worry about anything else. Maria, why are some of my books active but I don't have available? How that works? Okay, so the way that works, Maria, is so your items are active when they hit the basically the first Amazon warehouse. So we'll say you shipped in, four books, right? So two of them are probably real fast movers. So what's going to happen is they're going to make these two books, all of them are going to be active, but they're going to make these two books available right away because they know it's going to sell immediately. Now, the other two books that are probably not going to sell right away, they're going to say, hey, we're going to transfer this to another warehouse. So these are going to stay active, but they're not going to be available until they reach their final destination, if that makes sense. So they're all active, they just transfer some, and that's why, they're active, but it doesn't show any available. And once you start sending in more, in my experience at least, more of them will become available right away. No. Hey, what's up, Joanne? Hope your trip up north was fun last week. Fashionably late. Yeah, Deb was late too. Slackers. Wait, I got another I got these DVDs on top because that's how I pack my boxes, so it's easier for me if I pack my... The next DVD we have is Release the Bats. I have no idea what this is. Okay, so this is like a band DVD. Fall Out Boy and some other people. So I always scan the band stuff. That seems to do pretty well, as like when it comes to scanning DVDs. Any kind of music, live music, or basically recordings. Let's see what we got going on for this one. We have the lowest FBA merchant fulfilled, and FBA is the same, $19.95. So we're going to come in at $19.94. I can't wait till I have the buy box for used CDs and DVDs. Once I have this buy box, the sales are going to be nuts. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Yeah, covered in old book dust. Some of these books we got today from this estate sale was just, oh my god. And it didn't help. Like, there's no parking out front, so I had to carry all 600 pounds of books. Some were on the second floor, some were on the first floor, and I was just literally just, I was soaked. I changed my price at lowest price this morning. Yeah. Have you seen anything different today, at least? He bought it for Amazon. Has to test it to make sure it works. Yeah. Dude, the auction was killer. The auction was insane. I'll go over everything tomorrow, but whoa, I cleaned up big time. Why are you not getting a buy box for DVDs? Because it has only been, it's basically been a month, probably a little bit less than a month, since I've been ungated in DVDs. So you're automatically going to get the buy box for new DVDs and CDs, but it's the same way when you start out selling books. You got to wait that period to get the buy box, and there's no set clear way to basically know when you have the buy box. So you basically just have to check your inventory and see if you have the buy box. And it's been 30 days, so it's I don't have it yet. I'm gonna check right now just to make sure that I don't have it yet. It doesn't bother me that I don't have it because it is what it is. I know it takes time, and at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it in the long run. So, audio CDs. Nope, I still don't have it yet. I've been keeping track of it. I mean, I don't expect to get it right away. It takes time. I'll be curious to see if it takes, 60 days, 90 days, 45 days, whatever Amazon, whenever they feel like trusting me with the buy box. But I mean, you still should be sourcing it. I mean, when the buy box comes, you'll just see a boost in sales. And if you're getting it at cheap prices, you can't go wrong. Is there a guesstimate on how much time? 1 to 3 months longer? It's, from everything I read, is 30, 60, or 90. But with you having a review, it should be quicker. I still don't have. You still don't have the buy box for books? That's crazy. All right, somebody give me their zip code. I just want to see something for this estate sale site to see if there's any in your areas. Somebody give me a zip code. Oh wow, I didn't realize Amazon. Yep, they make you earn it all over again because it's a different category. It's stupid, but I mean, we're to the point now where you just roll with it. That's how Amazon 75494. There is one seller, like one organizer of the online estate sales within 50 miles of you, in Tyler, Texas. John. So that might be an option. I'll run down all the information for you guys tomorrow on the member Zoom call. I'll go through a few more for you here. Let me see here. I'll trade you DVD buy box video for video game buy box. You're not getting it. I get the video game buy box. How long have you been selling the games? Are you just doing like used or new? Yeah, so there is one person on that site that does the online estate sales. Let me go through a few more of these. 98023. Oh wait, 980. What am I reading? 2342. Oh yeah, you got a lot. You got a lot going on. About stuff. You got 5 sales going on right now. So, one of my buddies told me about this site. It's like basically online estate sales, and a lot of the stuff is pickup only. So you're not going against other people that are like buying stuff online. Let me give you guys this site. So I spent $45 on 6 book lots this past week. I bid on a bunch of stuff. I got outbid on some. I wasn't looking anything up. I was just buying in bulk. So like I said, we got like 600 pounds for $45, and we'll probably make close to $1,000 on it. This is the website for you guys. It's free to sign up and everything. One of my friends that he used to work with me at CVS years ago. He told me about it the other day, and I hopped on right away and started checking out some stuff. But go in and search your locations, and there might be some stuff for you guys to find. It's ctbids.com. YouTube's real finicky about putting in like YouTube links, so That's what it is. You can go in, you can search your location, and the competition was non-existent. I mean, 600 pounds of books for $45 is like, that's cheaper than what I usually pay. And they don't even do, they do everything. So if you were wanting to sell other stuff as well, I mean, I was just doing the books and the DVDs just to see what I could find. But yeah, you can sign up. It's free. Check your area. They have sales. You can favorite your location as well. And maybe, maybe this is basically another huge source for you all. I'll do a video on it next week, so you guys will see the video, but it's kind of a little sneak peek for y'all hanging out. But yeah, Seattle's got a lot about stuff. You got quite a few going on. I mean, you got one right now I'm looking at, ends in 3 days. Assorted books and magazines. There's probably like 150 pounds of books, and there isn't even a single bid on it. You could literally bid $1 and win 150 pounds of books. Like, it's silly. It's because people don't want other people in their houses for estate sale, so they do it this way instead. And since it's, like I said, since it's pickup only, you can come into some good deals like I did. I mean, it's crazy some of the stuff I found. But yeah, I know you're always looking at bulk stuff about stuff. I mean, right there, this first one I clicked on, assorted books and magazines, no bids. Like, you don't get it's free. It's free, basically free books. Free books. Has everybody been keeping track of their feedback? Making sure you're not getting any negative dings. Yeah, $90 in gas. Listen, all right. Everything can't just be easy peasy, cheapy. You know, this is the new world we live in. We have the Pocket Manual, Mechanical Trades. This little tiny book. 1301 is the lowest FBA offer. We will be at $13, and we will make right around $5 or $6 after fees. I'll check it out. Check it soon. Yeah, definitely do it. The library in Middletown here has a used bookstore. Gold mine. That's awesome. That's awesome. I actually I got contacted by friends of the library in a town not too far from me, and they want to they're going to be basically setting me up every month to get all the books they don't want for free. And they responded to my Craigslist ad that I pay for books. So they're willing to do it for free, and all I got to do is go get the book. So I'm curious how this relationship is going to work out, and I'll keep everybody posted on how it goes. Fabric going up 40%. Yep. I'm getting a Razor scooter and a red wagon. It's funny, like, I don't know what they're called, but there's this lady I always hear driving around. It's not like a car, but it's not like a motorcycle. It's a three-wheel kind of like rickshaw kind of thing with a huge like open space on the back, like a little pickup truck. And she's always driving all around with all kinds of stuff in the back. Going back up 2 more times before my daughter moves to Texas. Everybody's moving to Texas besides me. Yeah, it's crazy. He's becoming. Yeah, they are taking advantage. I mean, this is This is the perfect time for people to basically raise their prices. Unless you're a reseller slash scalper, because then people get pissed off. Like, you're taking advantage of people. Well, guess what? Every other company is doing it. So, why can't I do it? I mean, honestly, that's all it boils down to. I'll tell you what, when this whole thing started, this whole pandemic, and you couldn't find the test anywhere, I flipped a whole bunch of tests on eBay that were basically $20 for $60, and they were selling before I even got out the store. I was literally listing them in line, and I probably made like $2,000 or $3,000 in one day just flipping those tests. Yeah, it's hard to describe. Like, I don't even know what it's called. It's like some kind of hybrid, like you would see in like some third world country where they got like 5,000 pounds of potatoes on the back. Like, but it's legit. I mean, she's always out there hustling. I don't know how the gas is on it, but all right, we have 1 minute prayers for your adult children. One FBA offer new for $43.50. One used at $24.97 for this tiny little book. So $24.96 it is for me, and I'll be ready to go. The brightness on your phone lighting up your face illegal. Yeah, it is still. I think I still got it maxed out from being outside. How bad does a book's condition have to be for you to pass on it? Creases, curled corners, too much notes, highlighting. It's hard for me to pass on books with good profit but bad condition. Um, if it's really good profit, and as long as it's not like super like water damaged or anything like that, I would still buy it. I mean, you always have acceptable there for a reason, as long as you explain it and you give the people some kind of discount. So you might not get the profit you see on the screen because you're probably listed acceptable and undercut the price by a few bucks. But honestly, I haven't come across a profitable book that was too beat up for me to buy in months. Um, I would say if it's that bad to a point where you're not going to buy it, then you'll know you're not going to buy it. Like water damage, I wouldn't worry about, corners being bent too much on some softbacks or anything like that. Don't overthink it when it comes to condition in the books. People know we're selling used books, and they kind of expect it, when they get a book, they kind of expect it to be damaged to some extent because it's good. And if it is not, if it's in better and good condition, then hey, they got a book with that was in better and good condition. That's how I look at it. I mean, and that's how I got a lot of my reviews, is because they people expect it to kind of be damaged when I put it as good. And usually some of these books, you get books all the time that never even been cracked open. So we got another little prayer book here. We have Pure Faith, Book of Prayer. Religious books have been killing it for me lately. Lowest FBA is $19.54 for this little thing. So we're at $19.53. Prayers up. Yeah, that's right. All right, so that's it for the top. So I keep them, like when I'm listing, I keep them in separate stacks so I know how to put them back in. So I'll do a stack for all the stuff I put on top of the books. Then I'll do a stack for everything I put in the middle between both rows of books. And then I have a stack for the left side and then a stack for the right side. So I always have 4 stacks. So when I'm putting things back in, I know exactly where they go, so I don't have any, you know, I'm not playing Tetris or Jenga or any of that like I did when I first started. So Deb kind of trained me on how to pack better because I used to be a mess and I sucked at packing books. Like it would be a nightmare just trying to get a box done. But now that I kind of have this method, 2 rows, one row is always the bigger book, so I kind of put all the bigger books on one side, and then the other side is the smaller books, and then in the middle is usually CDs and DVDs or like smaller pocket books, and then on top is CDs and DVDs and smaller books as well. So it kind of makes things easier, keeps you organized, and you know everything's going to fit back in where it belongs. That is a good observation, John. I have not even seen audiobooks out in the wild in forever. We did see a few the other day, and there was nothing good. And I used to go to this one thrift store, this one community aid, and they used to have a huge bin in audio, just full of audiobooks, and they would even have duplicates. And if you find them and they're profitable, 100% pick them up. I haven't found any. That's the honest truth. I haven't even seen that many out in the wild. It's crazy. It's funny because Deb said, "Yeah, oh, you want these scan these audiobooks?" And I said, "Yeah, but that's like the first time we even seen them out anywhere. They've been hiding." All right, we have In Pain, a bioethicist's personal struggle with opioids. Paperback. Lowest used FBA is $15.99. Amazon is on the listing at $16.52. So we will price it at $15.49. $15.99. That's not enough to entice somebody to not buy Amazon. So we'll do $15.49. They're always scratch audiobooks. I haven't even listen. I got the resurfacer, so I'm good to go. I just haven't even been seeing them. I mean, it's and when I do see them, it's usually like the library ones that are in like the bootleg cases. So I stray away from getting those just because it's like they kind of rework the whole thing and it's not in the original box or anything. So I haven't seen any that have just been straight up like audiobooks. Like it's just they're hiding from me, which is fine. All right, we have My Time with God, 15-minute devotions for the entire year. Any kind of devotional books or stuff like that, definitely scan them, especially the smaller ones or the ones that have like the little built-in like page keeper. They always seem to do well, or the gilded ones that are like silver or gold. Those just look cool, so you always got to scan those. Lowest used FBA on this is $20.18. So we'll price this at $20.17. I use full brightness on my phone during the day. Turn it down to 15% in amber. Full brightness. I mean that's a lot. And remember, you're not wasting time with the list price when you're listing your books if you're doing it through the seller app. Don't waste time looking for the actual list price and typing in 14.99. So with this, for example, it says $14.99 on the back. Since I listed it at $20 and some change, I just put the MSRP at $18 even. 1.8, keep moving. We don't waste time playing their little nonsense games that they want you to play. Seven brief lessons on physics. Rank on this is 4,000, so this will sell the second it gets there. So lowest FBA is $10.99. Fees are $6.67, so you make right around $4. We'll price this at $10.98. It's always good to take some of this fast moving stuff that's going to sell instantly. Have I ever used listing software? Nope. None at all. And I know it might seem like it's taking me a little bit to get these listed here, but that's just because I'm focusing on different things. If I'm just sitting down to list stuff, I literally can knock out a box in maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I just list with the seller app. Right on the seller app, and then I just go through my computer and do the old workflow, and that's it. I'm done. Like I said, everybody has a different thing that works best for them. So I can sit here and knock out these books right through Seller Central myself. I have the condition note saved right in my phone. So all I got to do is paste it into every condition note box, and you just keep on going. We have Confessions of a Grieving Christian by Zig Ziglar. What a name. Lowest used FBA offer is $22.89, so we price at $22.88. But yeah, like I was saying, don't pass on $4 profit books if it's going to sell right away. It's going to keep your IPI score coming. It's going to keep you basically, it's going to keep money coming into the business. So you turn $1 into $4. If you do that at scale, you're going to make a lot of money, and it's going to keep your basically keep cash flow coming in your business. You don't know Zig Ziglar? No. Am I supposed to know? There's some weird stuff in this book. All right, I got a few more I'm going to knock out here. We have Guitar Picks, the colorful saga of vintage celluloid guitar plectrums. I guess plectrums is the actual word for this stuff. I suck at playing guitar, unless it's like Rock Band guitar or Guitar Hero. Even then, I haven't played it in years. But like, I suck with instruments. This is crazy. The lowest used FBA and merchant fulfilled is $30. Oh no, wait, that's just the FBA. $30 someone's got this listed at. Like, that's nuts. He's a Tony Robbins type. Oh, one of those pump you up kind of people, huh? I've tried dark mode once. It's just too dark. It looks like maybe they updated the Seller Central app. Because when I used to list, it always used to show me the merchant fulfilled lowest, and now it's doing FBA, which I prefer. It makes my life a little bit not easier, just makes it seem. All right, here we go. Let's see here. We got people running into some trouble here. That's why, because that's good. All right, we got Cut List, Sea of Faces, brand new CD sealed. Let's see what this is going for. $18.98 is the lowest FBA offer. I always scan all of the new sealed CDs, even if you don't know who it is. Like, I never even heard of these people. I mean, $19, you can't beat that. You make $11 after fees. So we'll list this at $18.97. All right, now we got Country Hits 12, Party Time Karaoke. This is like one, looks like one of those old school like now hits. Let's see if I know any songs on here. Okay, I know Cruise by Florida Georgia Line. Taylor Swift's on here as well. But yeah, that's about it. See what this one's going for. This one's also new. He's like a motivational speaker. Our mutual friend, who I won't name here, posts his quotes all the time. I think from using dark mode on my phone and computer, everything is too bright for me. Yeah. This is so Deb. I told Deb to go grab all of the new CDs so I could scan them. So she went to the CD racks because there was other people in there scanning. So she grabbed all of the new CDs, and this was one of them. So it's not a bad rank in CDs, 139,000. There is no new FBA. The lowest merchant fulfills $32.99. So we're gonna price this at $34.99, and we should make right around $25 for Country Hitch 12. And we will have the buy box because it is new, so that should sell. All right. Little Anthony and the Imperials Greatest Hits new sealed CD. Camo. Doesn't want to cooperate with me. $97K rank. Lowest new FBA is $24.99. You make $16.37 after fees. So we'll list it at $24.98. And I already have this in my inventory. So when I go to list it, it says, hey, you already have this in your inventory. Do you want to list it again? Yes, we're not using that old listing. We're just going to make a new one and call it a day. Because you don't want to have to dig through all your listings to try to find it. Did you know about the bookstores that Lancaster Library operates? I have no idea. Is there a certain name to them? I've been to every thrift store out in Lancaster, so I might. Let me see if I can find it. Looks like the Juliana bookstore, maybe? And the Book Resort? No idea. How do you know about them? What do you know about them? Give me the scoop. Not much on here in terms of like reviews or anything. This Book Resort one does have quite a few reviews. This one says, I think some of the books were a little bit priced too high when they priced them individually. I don't know. I'll have to check these out because I'm always out in Lancaster. Yes, Google. I'll meet you there. That's a long drive for you. That's a long drive for you. All right. Any burning questions? I'm gonna wrap it up. We got the YouTube members live. Well, not YouTube members live. YouTube members Zoom call tomorrow, so I need to get some rest and rest my voice. Taxes and stuff. You don't need to set up a business. You just operate under yourself, Texas. Everybody just repping Texas out here. You don't need to. You can just operate under your SSN, Social Security number. That's what I have been doing. Tax documents, just keep track of your receipts. I got videos on like QuickBooks. That's what I use. You can take a picture of your receipt. It uploads it. It basically keeps track of all your expenses. You can throw out the stupid receipts. You don't need a pile of receipts laying around. Yeah, we don't need a business license. Just operate under your social. Amazon doesn't require it or anything. You can just operate under your social security number. You don't need to. You don't have to have the expense of a business. Then don't worry about it. The New York one charged $1. Okay, I'm definitely going to check it out. Next business upgrade should be a seller list. There's lifetime subscription free. Okay, so you got a seller list or what's the other one? Inventory Labs? Is that the other one? Those are the two big ones. So like if I had to choose, it wound up being one of those. My thing is like I don't have like a Dymo printer. I'm printing out 30 up labels off my old printer, which I'm fine with. So like I don't want to have to spend the money to get a Dymo or anything. If you have to, like if that's going to be part of it. So that's like kind of puts me off a little bit. But yeah. Anything else before I head out of here and save my voice for the Zoom call tomorrow? I will finish listing this box tonight though. My only question, will Deb get a raise in 2020? Yes, she will be going from 3 cents an hour to 5 cents an hour. That's a big raise. That's a big raise. 5 cents an hour. I mean, there's 24 hours in a day. She can make over $1 a day. That's a lot of money. In these trying times, $1. Oof. Only a 2-hour drive. Yeah, that's a long time. All right, everybody. I am rolling out of here. John, Joanne, I will see you guys tomorrow on Zoom if you hop on. I appreciate y'all hanging out, listen to me talk crap for an hour, and appreciate you supporting the channel and everything. You didn't pay me for today's work. Too bad, sucker. Some days you get paid, some days you don't. All right, everybody have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you're out there, good luck sourcing. Make sure you're sending stuff in. Don't let stuff sit around.